Today, we're testing two types of IED bombs in a new realistic military destruction scenario. After testing anti-tank mines, it's time to move on to IEDs. These explosives have been widely used in Cold War and modern conflicts, like in Iraq, for example. And today we'll see how they affect modern main battle tanks from different countries. The IEDs will be placed under a bridge which the vehicles will drive over to recreate a realistic attack scenario. We'll observe the effects inside the game and compare them with real-world theory to better understand what these explosions are actually capable of. Don't forget to leave a like. It's very help the channel, and make sure to stay until the end for a bonus test where we'll simulate a kamikaze truck loaded with a 500-kilogram IED against a Merkava. The M1A2 Abrams SEP V2 is one of the most advanced versions of the American main battle tank family. It features improved composite armor, advanced electronics, and enhanced crew survivability systems. Designed for high-intensity combat, the Abrams is built to withstand mines, IEDs, and battlefield threats commonly encountered in modern conflicts. A 60-kilogram improvised explosive device represents a large explosive charge by modern battlefield standards. Unlike a dedicated anti-tank mine, this type of explosion does not concentrate its energy on a single penetration point. Instead, the blast produces a powerful shockwave and upward force, transferring stress through the lower hull. Theoretically, such an explosion is expected to cause severe mobility damage, structural deformation, and a high risk of crew casualties, even without direct armor penetration. In the simulation, the vehicle was violently overturned by the blast. The shockwave was strong enough to break the tracks and completely disable the tank's mobility. However, despite the severity of the explosion, the hull itself was not penetrated. This shows that, in this scenario, a 60-kilogram IED can cause catastrophic mobility damage and seriously endanger the crew, without guaranteeing armor penetration against a modern main battle tank. Now let's try with a 120-kilogram improvised explosive device. It represents an extremely large explosive charge by modern standards. Compared to the 60-kilogram test, the increased explosive mass is expected to generate a significantly stronger shockwave and upward force. Theoretically, such an explosion could cause severe structural damage to the lower hull, a high probability of crew casualties, and potentially compromise the vehicle beyond recovery, even without a direct armor penetration. In the simulation, the blast force was noticeably stronger than with the 60-kilogram charge. The tank was heavily affected by the shockwave, but the overall damage remained similar. Despite the increased explosive mass, the M1A2 Abrams resisted the explosion, with no hull penetration observed. The Leclerc is the French main battle tank designed for high mobility, advanced fire control, and modern battlefield survivability. It features composite armor, an autoloader system, and a reduced crew size compared to other NATO tanks. The Leclerc is optimized for rapid maneuver warfare while maintaining protection against mines and explosive threats. Compared to the M1A2 Abrams SEP V2, the Leclerc is lighter and optimized for mobility rather than maximum mass protection. In theory, a 60-kilogram IED would produce similar blast effects on both vehicles, but the Abrams' heavier weight and lower hull protection may slightly reduce overturning and structural stress. Both tanks are expected to survive without hull penetration, with damage primarily affecting mobility and crew safety. In the simulation, the blast launched the tank several meters away. The shockwave broke the tracks, resulting in a complete mobility kill. Despite the violence of the explosion, no armor penetration was observed. Let's move on to the 120-kilogram charge. A 120-kilogram IED produces a much stronger shockwave and upward force than 60 kilograms. The Leclerc, being lighter than the M1A2, is expected to be lifted higher and experience more stress on the lower hull. In the simulation, the blast projected the tank higher, The tracks are destroyed and mobility is lost, but the hull remains intact. Even with such a large explosive, the Leclerc handles the shock extremely well. Next up is the Leopard 2A7V, one of the most heavily protected main battle tanks in service today. For this test, we're skipping the 60-kilogram charge and going straight to the 120-kilogram IED. The Leopard 2A7V features reinforced belly armor and improved protection against mines and IEDs compared to earlier variants. Compared to the M1A2 SEP V2 and the Leclerc, it follows a similar approach, relying on mass, structure, and blast resistance rather than thin armor. In theory, a 120-kilogram IED should generate a massive upward blast capable of disabling mobility, but still not guaranteeing hull penetration on a modern MBT. In the simulation, the 120-kilogram blast produced a massive shockwave. The Leopard 2A7V was flipped over by the force, but, as expected, the hull remained intact. The tracks were destroyed, completely neutralizing mobility, while the armor successfully resisted penetration. Next is the T-90M, Russia's most modern main battle tank currently in service. It is equipped with relict explosive reactive armor, improved composite armor, and a reinforced lower hull designed to better resist mines and IED blasts compared to older T-90 variants. The T-90M offers improved underbelly protection and better structural integrity, though it remains lighter than Western MBTs with a 60-kilogram IED. The expected effect is a powerful upward blast, capable of flipping the vehicle and destroying mobility components, but not necessarily penetrating the hull. In the simulation, the T-90M was flipped over by the explosion, while the hull itself remained intact, confirming the theory. Let's go. At IED 120 kilograms. The T-90M is lighter than Western main battle tanks, which makes it more vulnerable to vertical blast effects. In theory, a charge of this size delivers a massive upward force, capable of violently lifting and destabilizing the vehicle rather than penetrating the armor. In the simulation, the tank was thrown high into the air, flipped over, and the turret detached after the impact with the ground. Despite this, there was no hull penetration, confirming that the blast effect dominates over direct armor defeat. Next up is the Challenger 2, the British main battle tank, known for its extremely heavy armor protection. It uses Dorchester composite armor and relies heavily on passive protection rather than reactive systems. With a 60-kilogram IED, the expected effect is a powerful upward blast, capable of damaging mobility components, but not normally penetrating the hull of such a heavy tank. In the simulation, a slight penetration of the lower hull was observed. This result is likely influenced by game limitations, as in reality, a charge of this size would more realistically cause structural damage and a mobility kill rather than true hull penetration. Let's go. IED 120 kilograms. With a charge of this size, the blast effect is significantly stronger than with the 60-kilogram IED. In theory, such an explosion delivers extreme upward force, capable of completely disabling a tank through blast, shock, and structural stress, rather than direct armor penetration. In the simulation, the Challenger 2 was violently flipped over, fully disabled, and the turret detached after impact with the ground. A limited penetration of the lower hull was observed, but it was not a deep or clean penetration, suggesting blast deformation rather than true armor defeat.
Victory!